Hurry up, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is another week of, another week. Uh, Today's topic is going to be Electron Tonverk's Wayfinder. Yeah, I'm super duper excited for this week. We got more new gear on the way, which is it's amazing. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. Why did it do that? There you go. And this guy. Yeah, very excited. There's more stuff coming in this week. Oh my god, it's all over the place. Yeah, good news. More stuff coming the way. I'm very, very, very happy. It's been some people are already asking about when I'm gonna start doing I don't know, like live performances. When I'm gonna go perform. I'm gonna try my best to get this thing going, but the problem is that I have to fund it all myself at the beginning, like everything else. And I'll be figuring out locally with the city, with local events, and to see if I can put myself in one of those local events. Probably get a spot, somewhere. Put my little tent but I still need the speakers and stuff like that. Let's check out. Probably we can find some stuff here. I was thinking about going with the Guitar Center stuff. Somebody recommended me their line. I forgot the name of it. Guitar Center. Let's see what's up. I don't know their name. They have Fender, the PA speakers. The PA speakers here. They have this Harbinger Vary stuff. And if I want those, I might get the 15-inch speakers. They have this one. These ones are on sale for $349. That's not a bad price for the amount of power. I guess this is probably like 700 watts. Actually, 700 watts RMS. Is 129 dB, so they're probably like around there for pretty much, probably 500 watts RMS or something like that. You know, you actually pay $1 per watt. So that's the truth about these things. So I might get those. Tonight's show is gonna be about the Tonverks. About the Tonverk, the electro Tonverk. As you can see, I made the screen a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. It does the brightness does not lower any more than that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. We're gonna start by loading in a Wayfinder. As you can see, there's nothing in here. We're gonna choose. We're just gonna make some drums. And what I like to use for drums, that I found out that it works really well. I got all these things. I got this new KRC wavetables, and I like because the more complex the wavetable is, the better it sounds. Let's hear these ones. This is a good one. This is another good one. The ones that have like a lot of variation in the waves, those are the ones you want to get. These ones are the ones that have a lot of noise. You want to load those too. These ones with noise. And I think that should be enough. You don't need that many wavetables to make some drums. I'm working on what you may call that, like I'm gonna make a little I'll show you guys, like a little drum library, and it's gonna be from, I don't know if you can see it right there. I have them already saved with their own names. They sound, these are all the kicks that I made already with the wavetables. That's up until now. I did all these ones this morning with the wavetable synthesizer. So we're gonna load a wavetable just to see. Let's see. Let's load that one. And we might have to lower a little bit the volume because it's very loud. They get loud, but they lose volume sometimes depending on what you're doing. So what I like to do is very easy. So you just put the position. Like that. So that means that you already have like, you can either use, now you're gonna go and do some, what you wanna do is you wanna have like an envelope on the pitch, like add a pitch envelope. So you can do it with, I like to do it with the LFOs. You can do it or with the dedicated envelope. So I'm gonna use the LFO. So this is also applicable to any other machines, like the Digitone one. You can do those things. And then we're gonna go here on the options, source tune, and you're gonna hear it. And then the multiplier, you wanna go by 8 or 16. So now you got that transient already at the beginning. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna press function and amp, and then you're gonna set velocity to volume. I like to put it like a straight line, velocity to volume, and the envelope changing from ADSR to A and D, right? So it's just attack and release. There you go. That already sounds really percussive. You can go into the envelopes and also shape the envelope. So you add some filter envelope. All right, so that's the filter envelope. Let's put a 4 on the floor here quickly so you can hear it. That will be like that. So the next thing you want to do, so it gives you a better, deeper sound when it comes to the we're making a kick basically. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna lower the octaves here. You press function and press A, move A. And there you go. We already got a kick. And that kick don't sound that bad. It's pretty nice and deep. You can go into the filter and add a little bit of resonance and lower it. There you go. So if you need a little bit more high end, so you add more envelope to it. That's pretty solid right there. It's a pretty solid kick. You can make it even a little bit more duller if you want, if you don't want it to be that loud. Then you can play with the resonance a little bit. That one right there is fully open. Right there is fully open, which is cool. And then you can lower the envelope if it has too much high end. That's with no envelope. With some envelope, and then you cut it off a little bit. I like it right there. So you can go to the amp envelope, and it was with overdrive. So you can take off the overdrive. It's gonna lower a lot the volume, as you can see. So one trick that I like to do, I go to the effects and I add the compressor, but then you lower the threshold all the way, and then you hit the mix, and it will give you plenty of gain. Now there you go. You can hear it now very well. And then you can add some more overdrive if you want to go louder. That's a pretty solid kick right there. Now, there are different tricks to this. The different tricks are very easy to understand. It has to do with the speed of the animation position, the speed on which the animation is gonna go. That's gonna affect a lot about how the kick is gonna sound. I'm gonna demonstrate that with the speed only. So you can see it's very like on and off type of. So if you add more speed, it runs all over the wavetable. Like the faster you do it, it runs more through the wavetable. See, it's running from the beginning and to the end of the wavetable. Now, if we change the position, which is here, knob C. You see, change the character of the kick. All right, so on the position, if you lower it, that means it's gonna move less in the wavetable. So let's lower the position. It's gonna give you a different character. Like right there, it sounds a little bit different. That's awesome right there. And then you lower the speed. You see, it gives you a little bit more bass sound. If you do the speed higher, it gives you more of the effect. Now, the animation level, you can lower it, and you don't hear so much the animation. It makes it a little bit dull. That way you control the harshness too. That's a really nice way of controlling the harshness. And then the wavetable position, now that you have moved the animation level and the speed to a faster speed, now if you move the position, it's gonna sound different. It has different flavors depending on the wavetable that you're using. So this is a big deal. This means that you have the capabilities of doing anything. anything with it. Now you can leave it just like that, and then you can change the wavetable to a different one, like this one. It sounds totally different. You move the wavetable position. And if you lower the speed, it's gonna give you a different flavor too.
I was going for some tape.
There's no paint.
Tape. Why would I need paint?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm live. What do you want?
Tape.
There's no tape here.
I thought there was.
No, there's no tape, Bobby.
Okay, tape.
Yeah. So you can see it changes. Like, listen to this. And if you lower the speed, it lets you hear more of, but I like the speed a little bit so it can run through the wavetable. The wavetable position, you can make it go backwards, from back to the position, and then it will sound different. So let's recap. Let's recap right quick. Very easy. Let's go to a new track and let's assign a wayfinder to it. By the way, this is not a tutorial. This is just me speaking about it. You can find people talking about it. I don't know if there's that many people talking about it. There's a couple channels that have talked about this, but we can do it again. I just want to show you how to do it. You're on a grainer. And instead of using that, let's go and get the wavetables that Electron provides you. And Electron provides really good wavetables here. As you can hear, there's our old wavetables. We're gonna load that one. Basic sine to saw, which is this one. We're gonna add that one. Sine to square. We're gonna add that one too. Let's add that one. It's called engines. This FM2, we're gonna add it. This friendly house. And then let's add the simple one, the saw, the sine, the square, the trapezoid, and triangle, because those can give you like 808 style drums in it, right? So you see they're loaded. That's very nice, very quickly. I love the way this machine works very nicely. And we're gonna apply the same moves that we did. We got all waves, as you can see. You're gonna see all the waves here. On this one, you're gonna be able to do different drums, like more like analog style drums. We're gonna go to the modulation, and we're gonna make the first LFO. You can do it with the mod envelope, but if you don't want to use the mod envelope like that and use it for let's say you want to use it for something else, for an effect, or you know you're gonna use it for an effect, it works better for like an effect because it's like a one-shot type of thing. It's not gonna loop, so that's cool. I'm gonna show you something about that very soon. So anyways, I'm gonna go here on the LFO, and we're gonna go to source tune. Once again, on the mode, we're gonna put retrig mode, and then we're gonna get the what's it called? Exponential waveform. And then now we're gonna add depth to it, and we're gonna raise it to 16 multiplier on the BPM multiplier. Then we're gonna go to amp, and we are gonna change the amp into attack and decay. And we're gonna set the velocity to volume to straight, basically. That's what it is, like a straight line. Oh, that's the... Oh, then you have the fader. You cancel fader so it doesn't loop anymore like that. Then we're gonna go to amp and we're gonna lower it. There you go. And then you can go to filter envelope. Let's not go to the filter envelope yet. We're gonna go to the source pitch, the tune pitch. We're gonna tune it down. As you can hear. If you can't hear, you can add overdrive so it can get louder. There you go. You got an analog kick. If you want like an 808 type, what you do is you go to function amp and change it to ADSR, and then get out, and now you can hold it. You hear that? That's a really nice 808. And then on the trigger you put monophonic if you want to keep that. So now you have a 808. And what I do when I find something like this, let's make it an 808 and let's record it. So that's a really nasty 808. Let's make it nastier. We're gonna go to effects and let's make it even nastier with the dirt shaper. We're gonna add a little bit of noise and distortion. If you don't like the noise, you can turn it off. And then what you can do, if you gotta count how many seconds that goes for. So you go to samples and you hit yes, you're gonna sample, and then you're gonna add a little bit of threshold because I have audio coming in, but you don't really need to put threshold because what you may call that, you can just, instead of getting the audio from the main source, you can get it from the track itself, which is track 2, and track 2 does not have any noise. And then you can arm it, and then let's set it for for 8 seconds. All right, so we're gonna hit it. All right, and it's gonna record it for 8 seconds. I think 4 seconds is the way to go. Let's do it again. Let's do it for 4 seconds. There you go. Arm it, then hit it. And then now you have it. You can hear it again. I'm sorry about the way it looks. It's just, let me see if yeah, the LED is the lowest you can get. But we can go here and we can press yes, and then let's save it, sample as, let's just not write anything and just save it. And then You can add it to a track if you want, but we're not gonna do that. And you're gonna go function samples, SD card user, and you're gonna go to your recordings, and it should be here somewhere. Let's see. That's a snare I made too. That's the one right there. And then that's how you can make your sounds here. If you don't want none of this stuff, you just bypass the effects, go here to the amp, turn it back to attack and decay. You get out, and you're back. And that sounds pretty analog-y right there. One thing you can do, like I said, you can add the compressor, lower the threshold, and add some mix. And with that, and you can even add some makeup gain just to have. One thing I would like Electron to do is add a level somewhere you can see the level going up and down, because the only way I can do is going into the recorder, and that way I can see the ceiling, like right there, those two little lines right there. It shows you exactly where the unity is at 0 dB, and with that, you know, you have a clean. So now we can add some animation, the animation position, which it tells it to like where you're gonna start from on the wavetable, and it's going from front to back on the animation. And as you can see, that's the way it sounds, going from square to sine wave. But you can lower that and just add a little bit of character. As you can see, just by moving it, let's go back to the original position. You got basically no character, but when you move it a little bit, you start adding to it. And then if you lower the speed, or if you increase the speed, it goes faster to the sine wave. Now, the animation, you can change it to go forward, which is awesome, because then you can hit. And here on the LFO, you can add a little bit more depth on the LFO. So then that's when the filter comes in handy. So that's pretty much it. The Wayfinder can make all kinds of, basically all kinds of that was the first kick. Now the second kick sounds even better. Track 1, let's clear it. Yeah, the second kick sounds even better. And track 2. and it comes out pretty loud. I mean that's awesome. Ven?
De que tú eres asistente médico.
Yeah, it's all right. Hold on, guys. I gotta do the work here.
De assistant, de assistant.
Assistant. The assistant nurse. Ready? Uno, dos. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
That's it. Ya era comprar la humildad.
Okay. I'm putting the sugar thing on her shoulder. So there you go. That kick sounds solid. It's already been 30 minutes. One more thing before I go. Let's try to make a snare. Let's go to track number 3. We're gonna select our source one more time, and we're gonna go to Wayfinder. I know it doesn't look as crisp as I would like, but yeah, there you go. I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. Let's use this one. Let's check the wavetable. Let's see if there's any noise. There's a little bit of noise there. There's another wavetable. There's one down here. This is the engines one. So let's see if we can do a snare. I mean, it's not gonna be that easy. So we're gonna start. I don't know, the snares are kind of different. I'm still working on learning how to make a good snare with it. Let's do it again. ADSR. We change it to AD. Whoa. There you go. Kind of like a snare. All right. something like that. I don't know. It's not perfect, but it kind of sounds like a snare. So you go to the effects, and then you go on the effects, and you can add a little bit of dirt shaper, so you can add a little bit of more grit to it. Let's see. Let's hit play. Kind of works. You can go up. I like it right there. You can also add another compressor. You just add a compressor to tame a little bit. There you go, right there. And then here on the poly, you gotta make it mono so it doesn't. There you go. That's snappy right there. So you can put a snare like that, right there and right. Just put a snare right there and right there. Got a reggaetonish style type of thing. Let's lower that to, so you, something like that. You don't have to be, but you know what I mean. So it works as a snare. You can send this channel even if you're like trying to do a little bit more before, a little bit more of sound design. If you're trying to do a little bit more sound design, you can just send it to a bus track. In this instance, we're gonna go to bus 9 and we're gonna add more. Let's say you want to go crazy and add some cone filtering for the hell of it. Just a little bit of cone filtering to see how it sounds. It probably sounds weird. Somewhere like that, if you're into that weirdness, you can go with a degrader and make it, you know, reduce the bit reduction. And if you feel like it's too long, for me it feels like it's a little bit long, but I don't know why. Let's go there. Let's sample rate reduction. You get modulation. Or you can add a different effect to that. Different effect like filter folder, which is gonna make it sound real nasty. Something like that if you're into that. Frequency wrapper if you want to do more crazy stuff like this. And there you go, you have a snare. Really nice snare right there. All right, let's say you like that snare the way it is. You're gonna go to your track. You're gonna go into the sampling and you're gonna do bus 1. Now record bus 1. Let's record it. We need like a couple of 0.16 seconds, which is enough. Let's hit it. And now we have that, right? So we're gonna save that. That's rec number 14. We skip it. And we're gonna go to a new track number 4. And let's say we wanna have subtracks. And we're gonna create a new subtracks. And we wanna use our own sound. I'm gonna go to user recordings all the way down to 14. There you go. Cool thing about this is that now you have it right there. And now you can make it even better with the amp. Like you can do the same trick with the amp and make it more snappy than what it is already. Then you can go with the filter and make it even more. And now you have a snappier. You know, you have a little bit more snappy stuff. You can even add more dirt to that. So now you have more clarity. And yeah, that's the point of this whole video today. Let's use this too. We can do it. Yeah, that's awesome right there. You can't get better than that right there. I mean, you can actually start a beat that way, you know. Let's say you wanna start a beat. I'm crazy like this, you know, and that's the way creativity runs. And that's with what Electron provides. You know what I mean? So that's cool. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do this amp trick right quick. There you go. Yeah, something like that. It's another wayfinder. up, DJ? Dale, mami, vamos al baile, pa' que te pongas bella y lo baile, pa' que te pongas horny y lo baile. Vamos de nuevo pa' la calle, a vacilar, a gozar. Vamos pa' la calle, a vacilar, vacilar. Dale, mami, que vamos al party. Dale, mami, que vamos al party. No te quites que vamos pa'l party. No te muevas que vamos pa'l party. Montate ya, yeah, something like that. Easy, bro. And then cool, very cool feature of the Tonverk is the fact that we can make our own drums. Very good sounding drums in my mind. I don't know about you guys, but yes, it sounds really good. That's the snare that you can hear. That's the snare right there that we made from this snare. So you can do that. You can resample it and then make it tighter. So this is this sound, but made a little bit tighter. So it's up to you guys. I'm making my own kit. This is gonna be like a sample pack that I'm building with the Tonverk wavetables, and I think I wanna do it because it really is gonna be amazing. Just because it sounds really good. The Tonverk conversion. It converts really well. The sound is so pristine and nice. I think, my ears tell me that it is really good. So I'll show you again the ones that I already made on my recordings. They're already named, like you see, FBBD01, FBD02. F stands for the finder, for the wayfinder, and I'm gonna let you guys hear it. These are the ones that I already made. And I got this one. Is really cool. Really cool. I like this one. That's the one you're hearing right now. This is another one. This is like the 808 we just made earlier. That 808 sounds really good. And that's an older snare I made, but it's still good. You hear it? Let's load that one. That one sounds good. Let's load that one. That one sounds really good. I like that. Is this one right here. And this one we can make it even tighter. And there you go. So we can change that to this one. It sounds really cool. And then we can mute the second one. Then you can change. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff right there. So, that's it for the show today. It's been an hour. It's been really cool. To all you guys that have been watching, like and subscribe. As you can tell, I am working a little bit better on the videos. This one is just focused on the Wayfinder and making really cool drums with the Wayfinder from the Electron Tonverk. You know, we're getting there because the thing is that everybody likes sample packs. It's all good to have all kinds of sample packs, but what better than have your own sound? So this is part of your own sound. You're making basically stuff from scratch. You can even, let's try something before I go. Let's try something kind of crazy, but let's go track number 6. There's nothing on, no, track number 7. There's nothing on track number 7. And let's go to the Wayfinder. And instead of loading a regular wavetable, let's load a sample as a wavetable. Like, let me see. Let's load this snare as a wavetable and see what happens. This is just an experiment because I forgot to do this experiment earlier. So it loaded as a wavetable, so we're gonna use it as a wavetable. And as you can see, that's the thing right there. Yo, what? That sounds weird. Let me see if there's anything connected. That's the sound. That's how it sounds when you. Oh, so if you lower the animation level, let's see what happens if we use the envelope mode on the tune. It sounds crazy. It sounds like a B repeat. So that's how a drum sounds when you load it into a wavetable. Now, how does it sound to load a single shot? Let's say single samples. Let's get a Roland JV sound. Let's do a brass. Let's do that one. And let's load it as a wavetable. And we're gonna go into here. We're gonna clear the source. We're gonna clear everything. Everything's cleared. And we're gonna go to that one and we're gonna assign it so that way I can go. Now that sounds crazy. Oh, I want to go really slow. Oh. That's a crazy texture right there. Let's see what happens if I do the chrono pitch and then put a little bit of a fifth in there. Lower the speed, a little bit of feedback. All right, doesn't work. It works with the wavetable. So if you're trying to, if you think that it's kind of a cheat or something, it's not a cheat. You got to use the wavetable. And you got this to do the things that I showed you here to get some kicks and some snares. Hi-hats are very easy to do if they're not that hard to make. And those are easy to make. So track number 8, let's go the wave finder right quick. Let's add one random amp with attack and decay quickly. What's up, Banana Rider 69? Then we're gonna go. And then now we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this source. And then we're gonna go to the second wave, we're gonna paste it. And then we're gonna have to do kind of the same sound but different, so it sounds like and let's get an effect here. Let's add some dirt shaper. That sounds like a hi-hat right there. Let's hit play. Oh shit. That sounds really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nos vemos para la calle a meterle bellaco. Nos vemos para la calle a meterle bellaco. Con el combo a meterle bellaco. Vamos para la disco y tú te quitas los panties. Nos volvemos locos los dos. Vamos para la disco, tú te quitas los panties y nos volvemos locos los dos. So crazy shit like that. Vámonos para la calle a fumar marihuana. Vámonos para la calle y que se joda la calle. Vámonos para la calle, fumamos marihuana. Vámonos para la calle y que se joda la calle. Calle, callejón, nos vamos los dos. Calle, callejón, nos vamos los dos. Calle, callejón, nos vamos los dos. Vamos los dos para la calle. Dale duro, mami. Dale duro, mami. Dale duro, mami. Pásalo y no te lo mames. 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 Yo, that's crazy. Sounds good. It sounds like it was. How long did it take me to do that? A couple seconds. Really quickly, bro. And you know, you got the other track. This one right here. Track number 4. Sounds really good. I can make this do palito, like right there. We can make it do palito, and we're gonna turn it on. And on that one, we make it da palito, do palito. We're gonna have to lower the volume. And there you go, palito. Well, that's it for me. Yo, bro. I'm not trying to make anybody want a Tonverk. We have the analog rhythm. So when I'm finished, I'm gonna make this really nice thing for myself, right? And we're gonna make a file, and we're gonna send that file into the analog rhythm. Because the good thing about the analog rhythm is that on the analog rhythm, it got even bigger character. This thing over here got a lot of character. I just have an analog rhythm. I don't have the syntact. I have the analog rhythm because I like the individual outputs when it's time to record. I like to have all my individual outputs into my DAW, so that way I have full control of my mix. And then I'll mix in FL Studio, and very little tweaking on FL Studio actually, because for some reason these analog boxes, they output such good sound into it that the most of the things that I do on FL Studio is EQing and cleaning up, a little bit of cleanup, EQing, sound staging, gain staging, and compression, like compressor for leveling compression and limiter. It's not. It doesn't have to put a lot of stuff. Some people like to do 3-band compression, like band 3-band compression on certain things. I find that compression is. I don't like to use a compressor to enhance sound. I like to use compression to level the volume, and that way it has that way I have better control of the dynamics at the time of mixing. Because you don't want to have different peaks. You want to try to, yeah, you want dynamics in your music, but you also want to maintain control of the higher peaks to be a little bit, uh, no. Banana Rider. I don't think you can change the effects on each note. As a matter of fact, let's find out. Now that we're here, let's get these mutes going. We're just gonna work with the hi-hat. Let's say you can set the wet and dry of it, but to change the effect, you can't. All right, so that's why depends on the kinds of effects you want. All right, let's say that's the dirt shaper. Let's say the degrader has 1, 2, 3, and 4 effects in one. So on this one, you can change up to 4 effects at once, which is, let's see, on this step, I want to do a beat rate reduction. On number 7, I want sample rate down. On number 11, I want to add modulation. On number 14, I want to add the freeze, so it stutters as 1/64, and then we hit play. All right, let me see. Let's see. Haha, stop now. You're making me want to talk. Getting playing on the mic. Yeah, the sit down. Oh, okay. I thought you said the other night where you said most of the Christian music rhythm. Yes, sir. Okay, so the rhythm, I want to have the rhythm. Okay, so for me, the Tonverk is right now at this moment is like a multi-timbral synthesizer for me. Like right now, it brings like certain sounds like violins, guitar sounds, things that are really like hard to synthesize. Like I can just get a sample online and then actually let's load it. Let's load this again. Hello. I hope you can hear it. Yeah, this is the problem with this one because I have to fix the audio. Oh, go down. You see, every time you start a project on the Tonverk, it already sets it like as plus 12 on the input audio. I'm just gonna fix that, and we're gonna fix this too. All right, everything's cool here. Okay, so what I was saying was that, you know, you got the single player, and that single player is basically I can just go here. Let me see here. What's here? Let's single samples, and let's get something that sounds more natural. Why no one-shot instruments? You see that sound right there? It sounds really cool. Load sample. We go to source and we load that one. I like it because it lets you, you know, it lets you use it. Like, and then you can set a loop point if you want to have a sustain. So now I have a trumpet, and that's with one sound. Let me see. When you said the most crucial, you can put different effects on each note, right? No, you cannot change the effects, but you can send, like you can have, I don't know about other boxes. I don't have the Digitone 2 or the Digitone 2. None of those. And I don't know if they are able to do that because each machine is different. Each Electron machine has different functions. They have different tricks. Each one of them, they do different things. And you know, that's good. I like that about Electron. I like that each machine brings a different character, and that's what got me off the model cycles. Okay. Okay, that's what got me off the model cycle. You can only have reverb on everything or nothing. No. Okay, so the Tonverk is totally different. The Tonverk, you can control per step what you want to do with that reverb. Let's say I can have the whole song, but one step can have reverb, right? And then if you don't like that, you can send it to a bus. You can send it to a bus, right? But you also have the reverb that you can send everything to, which is the send reverb. So each instrument, like right now, this guy, it has 2 effect slots right here. Plus you have your 3 send effects. So what you gotta understand that you do have independent effects other than the send effects. The send effects, you can load whatever effect into the send effect, and I'm gonna show you here on the send effects. you can change it. You have on the sound effect, you can have compressor, daisy delay, filter folder, panoramic chorus, rumslang reverb, which I love a lot, saturated reverb delay, another reverb called steelbox reverb, and super void reverb. So you got 1, 2, 3 different types of reverbs. You got saturated delay and daisy delay. So that's 2 types of delays. You have a compressor that you can have on your sound effects, and when you go to your instruments, you have 2 slots where you can have um you can have chrono pitch, which is basically like a type of kind of like a granulator style, a comb filter, a compressor, daisy delay again, degrader, dirt shaper, filter folder, filter bank, frequency wrapper, infinite flanger, low pass filter, panoramic chorus, delay, phase 98, which is a phaser, and saturator delay. You don't get to have reverbs on the track's effects lane, but if you hit function and mute and you press 1 and 9, you automatically routed channel number track number 1 to bus number 1, and bus number 1 has 2 slots of effects, which can be chrono pitch, comb filter, compressor, delay, daisy delay, degrader, dirt shaper, filter folder, filter bank, frequency wrapper, infinite flanger, low pass filter, panoramic chorus, phase 98, saturated delay, steelbox reverb, which is a reverb that you cannot get on the sound effects, but you can get it on the bus lane, super void, and warble that you cannot get on the. So warble is nice. Warble gives it like a tape. It's like a tape emulation type of thing. It's so you see you got like the crackle noise, and then you have like a stereo width, and then you got the speed, and then you depth. You hear it now? So let's say you don't want that all the time, so you go to your bus lane and then you turn it off. You can turn it off, and then you have on the bottom on the bus lane, you can control on which step you want this effect to be either dry or wet, and any of the parameters of that effect can be changed on the bus track. You know what I mean? So you can have 2 different types of reverb on a bus track, and you can run them in different steps. So it's gonna, like, if you're on your instrument number 1, and on the 5th step of your instrument number 1 you want reverb, but you want reverb of a such kind, you can load that reverb into that area. Let's say super void reverb, and we go here, we add the step, and we hold that step, and you put wet, and it's only gonna trigger that at the 5th step. And if you go to track number 1 and you go on the 5th step and you put a note, that note is gonna sound like it has reverb on its own, right? So let's hit play. You see, even though it's on a different track, you still have full control of whether that note has or doesn't have reverb. So it's you're not obligated to send your all your instruments to that. Now, on the subtracks, you can the subtracks you cannot do that. On the subtracks, the effects are like global, right? So you have the subtrack has a sequencer per track, so it's 8 tracks with 8 samples. Each track is its own sequencer. You can parameter log a whole bunch of stuff, including effect sends. So you can send to the effect sends, but the effect sends are, like I said, the effect sends are not subject to change whenever or whatever other, like you don't have to actually have, you can have a compressor on your send effect number 1. You have 3 send effects, and you can have reverb on one of them, and you don't have to have, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of control. The fact is that the machine has the flexibility to that of you are able to do whatever you want. I had the motorcycles, and let me tell you, the motorcycle is not even close. The motorcycle is super mega limited compared to the Tonverk. Um, the motorcycles have all these different engines. They are basically, closed off FM synthesis that works, and that's pretty much it. But that's another whole conversation. Well, I'm gonna leave it at this tonight because I did an hour and a half, and I gotta go to sleep. This is gonna be an interesting week. Stay tuned. I'm gonna bring new stuff to the studio, and you're gonna see. And it might blow your mind because I'm crazy like this. I'm doing crazy stuff. So, anyways, as you guys saw, we have a good machine here with the Tonverk. You can make your own drums. You can do all those things. I haven't even talked about the fact that we can sound design with the analog heat. I have the analog heat here, and that analog heat can bring a lot of heat to the situation, believe me. If I can show you right quick before I go. On recordings, let's go to one of these new ones. This is the cleanest one I got. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna activate saturation. That's pretty good saturation. I like it. And then you have other stuff. That's super loud stuff right there. There's something giving me ground. I don't even know what it is. There's something giving me a lot of hum, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the distortion. Anyways, let's do that another time, all right? So moved up to the syntax, but I'm gonna try to find a good deal. Well, it's up to you. What I say is the syntax. Let's say the analog rhythm is like a syntax, right? But unfortunately, the syntax doesn't have as much space for samples as the analog rhythm. Even though the syntax now can have up to 60 different samples in it, the capabilities of the analog rhythm are still higher than the syntax. And I believe so for a reason. I guess they're not gonna nerf their higher grade machines. But syntax is a good solution. They're saying they're coming with the multiple out solution this summer, so stay tuned for that. And there's something making ground, and I don't have no idea what it is. It's this shit. Huh. It's giving me a shit ton of ground. Okay, I have to change that. It has to be changed. Change, everybody got changed. It has to be changed. I'm sorry, I'm gonna change it right now. Because I'm like that. No wonder. I'm listening to this hum. And it's because I'm not using balance cables on the input. Let's see if it changes. You see? There's no more hum. Oh my God. Balance cables, guys. Balance cables. Everything has to be balance cables. What's up, Sin Samurai? Hey, that's gone. The hum noise is gone. Hey. Driving it to the fucking ears. Anyways, that's all for today. I think I'm done. Here you go. You have the sounds from the Wayfinder. All of those are made with the Wayfinder. You can make your own really nice sounding kicks and snares and all the stuff. It sounds good as a synthesizer. And that's it. And I'm gonna go. All right. I see you guys next time. I don't have any music to leave this place. Let's see. We're gonna leave with some music, right? Whatever. Let's see. A little bit of music here so we can go. Oh my God. What is this? Oh yeah, I remember that. All right, see you guys around the week. And as always,